Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Poland-Lithuania. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, we're fighting a beautiful two-front war against both the Russians and the International. Luckily, the Italian Republic is still providing a decent buffer state between us and the Socialist Italians. So hopefully we can just kind of keep them at bay. Will they actually... And I think they could theoretically invade the Italian Republic. How many men do you guys have? 321 divisions. Hopefully they can just kind of hold this line for a decent amount of time. Because if we kind of get exposed in Austria, that does prove to be an issue. On the other hand, we are still trying to invade our way into United Kingdom. We got a decent control right now over East Anglia, but pushing on further is going to be a little bit of a challenge for sure. Finland, I don't know how much longer they're going to have to survive. Norway hasn't capitulated quite yet, but once they do, hopefully Sweden will be able to send troops to deal with the Russians. And Germany, unfortunately, isn't really providing much support at all, even though I would really like them to do so. Like, surprisingly, like, Russia isn't sending as many men forward as you would think. Like, I feel like their numbers are smaller than what I would expect. So, I think we should be... What are we missing? Probably, like, tactical bombers? Yeah. We should be in a situation where we can at least hold off Russia for some period of time. How long will that period be? I don't exactly know. But it's not a hopeless situation, for sure. Which is nice. It's nice to not be completely hopeless. We have pushed a little bit across this river here. Like, are we actually in Russian territory? Yeah, so we actually are marching into Russia. Like, we've taken ground off of them, as opposed to the Russians taking ground off of us. Excluding, of course, the whole Finland front. That is not going fantastic. Sweden should be able to kill Norway soon. Like, they don't have that many men. So I can't imagine that being too much of a hassle. How are supplies looking here, by the way? Completely A-okay. One of our agents did get captured, so we're already doing a progress here. So two of them have been captured. Was the other one also in the Russian state? If so, that probably is a problem. Right now, you just maintain your stuff. We have one of our medium tanks. And I can either send that to here, or I send it to Russia. And I think I'm going to send it to our tank division guy here. I feel like Red is doing a pretty okay job on their own. Like, we've already kind of made this a little breakthrough here. Of course, we cannot support the Finns. The Finns are kind of just on their own. And they don't have any of this territory kind of secure. So Finland is definitely going to die and is definitely the weakest link here. What we can actually do, I think I want to exploit this small gap that I've made. So we're going to pull our line down a little bit more. Hopefully Ukraine, Belarus, and the Baltic Duchy can kind of secure this land. At least for now. Can I bust my way through, you think? I believe it is possible. Liberia's capitulated. I mean, that's good for us, but it doesn't really make a huge difference in the overall operation. War support is at 100%, so we don't need to do any war propaganda. You guys seem like you're doing okay. You pushed a little bit into France, but not too much, unfortunately. Naval invasions here don't seem like they're going to be really effective. And the Entente, they're going to be losing to the CSA. So will they get completely annexed? I'm not too sure. We have air superiority, which is a negative 10% for them. Not too bad. Of course, we want to make this front line a little bit longer, if at all possible. Here's priority. They get a 6% on their defense. But our combat was a little bit too much. So that's a 25% penalty. But even then, like, their defense is still relatively good. I'm not too sure where that, Are all the tanks here? Yeah, you're my very good tank. I want you to be... Yeah, like, all the tanks, I want just in the north. Please and thank you. Because we want to try to smash our way through this line. ASAP. Like, how are losses looking? 1.09 for our side. Less for them. Including... I mean, that also includes the Entente, though. The Entente taking most of those casualties. So overall, could be, you know, a lot worse. What if we take this city? Get a little bit of surround on this one infantry division, give us a, you know, bigger supply route. And you're still actually just fine on Ukraine, but I don't think that really matters too much, seeing as we're already at war. Okay, so 3 civilian factories. Black Monday bonus for that. Strike of the Russians, I think, is already a little bit far gone by this point. Good political power, I don't think helps us out much. So, you know, let's get those 3 civilian factories. What do we want to research? Well, construction speed. It only just hit 1940. You know, let's go for the 1941 artillery here. We don't need to be alerted by this stuff. Yeah, we did capture our operative. Now we gotta do the same thing again. Where are they being captured? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Like resistance contacts. Steal blueprints. Capture cipher. Naval invasion of Ireland and the Lowlands. I'm not too worried about either of those. I feel like we're in a pretty comfortable position in that regard. Please pull out my very good tank. At least he's not great. He does 283 breakthrough, you know? Twice as much as our light tank divisions up here do, so. So the medium tank I want on this front. You I want over here to push. Mechanized infantry? I don't think so. I don't think we really have the capacity, at least at this exact moment, to make that work. As unfortunate as that is. Okay, you're gonna keep on marching forward like this. Like this weird tentacle we're making into Russia. As long as this doesn't break, we should be fine. As soon as we also extend this line out. That'll be good. I think the Russians are going to lose. It'd be nice if they also attack the Japanese at the same time. That would really help us out, but... not too sure what the likeliness of that is. Maybe they're in 7 hours. Please immediately begin to push your way through. Alright, so what we're going to do is hold position. Send in the tanks. Let that go, and then send in the infantry divisions on blue here. Just so our high breakthrough units are at the very front. Give them a little bit of support. Hopefully that will get something done. We can also kick this infantry out. Yes, we should be able to make this at least 3 long. Like, I feel like this is a pretty big breakthrough. Finland is 100% screwed, but don't worry about that. Then we should be fine. And of course, our tank divisions are going to immediately try to keep on pushing forward. Yeah, looks like this is going to break. Hopefully any minute. We got our decipher finished against you. Where is our agent captured? I actually have no idea. Real intel for 30 minutes. Invasion speed goes down. Planning speed goes up. We also know a little bit more about what they're doing. Breakthrough bonus plus 50%? Absolutely. Let's reveal that information for 30 days. It's going to be a massive push against the British right now. And I'm assuming... yeah, we got a pretty good information. So we got probably about 65-ish divisions. 340 planes. Or 340 ships. 1,400 planes-ish. I mean, they got a pretty decent industry. But if we're having a breakthrough bonus... is it already registering here? Yeah, 50%. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Send in all of our men. Crush the Brits. Yeah, Cheryl's going to push in this direction. You guys are going to push your way up towards the north. 49 is looking pretty good. Where are you going? I'm guessing going into this province, even though it looks a little bit strange. Yeah, so our push into Russia is looking pretty good. Finland, I think since you lose Vasa or Oulu, you are probably just going to capitulate. Hopefully the Swedish can defeat the Norwegians by then. And send troops in. I would like to just start another decryption against the Brits. Like, I mean, we can do one against Russia. That should work out fine. So let's begin our decryption there. About a year and a half. Not fantastic, but it could be a lot worse. And our construction right now. We can afford, I believe, to get a little bit more in terms of our decryption power. So let's get that done. Got 8 defense here. I mean, they're attacking with a lot of men. Are they oversupply? No, nobody's actually oversupply. And we got our broken enemy deciphers. Does that give us a defense bonus? It looks like it, a little bit. Finland's capitulated. Not a huge surprise there. We all saw that coming. So that means Russia's probably going to send these men down towards the south, which is worrying for us. Philippines don't matter in the slightest. Okay, Sweden. You've got to be careful. Like, I really wished Germany was helping us out a little bit more. Like, as soon as we kill the Brits, then sending all these troops to Russia, like, that's going to help us out significantly. Like, that's going to be pretty good for us. I want you guys probably to last stand. Just hold the port for now, please and thank you. I know England's going to be... This is only like 60 divisions? 68 divisions? We have 100% bonus on all of this? Oh, fantastic. So it's mostly Home Guard. 9 militia. 9 militia on you as well. So most of our army is kind of garbage. They have 1 tank division. 5 divisions with a little bit of tank support. But most of their stuff is garbage. They're going into mobile warfare. I don't even know that makes any sense to do with it the English, being as they don't have any actual land borders. But what do I know? The answer is, not much. We're going to try to push our way up the coastline. Keep pushing here. You can be on the defense. That's fine. Do I have another field marshal who's good? 2242. I'm going to put you under here just so I can make a new theater. Just so at least I can see what's happening in Russia. It's been a while since I've actually used multiple theaters in this game at all. So, go for organization first. We don't have a lot of points. And nobody can really be upgraded right now, so... Our attacks in Russia seem like they're going well. all of you guys now can actually hold position. Yeah, go this way. Again, like, it'd be nice to take London, but I can understand that it might be difficult to actually get that done. So you're gonna push here. Honestly, I think you guys can kind of keep pushing. One of these guys go up towards the north. Hungary, do you have any more troops I can borrow? No, you do not. Okay. How am I... We're actually a little bit low on infantry equipment. Am I training new troops? Yes, that'd be why. Don't need the marine divisions. Keep on training the tanks. And we'll get you guys to go up to 10 on this infantry. We have like a decent amount of manpower, but I don't want to risk things too much. Yeah, this is definitely going to break. What do I want to research now? Well. Like, it's not resources we're worried about, right? We're importing slightly too much steel, but there's actually nothing we can do about that when it comes to our puppet state. Let's go for the 1941 medium tank. Seems like an okay option here. Sweden has moved troops to the north, but it doesn't actually look like there's any Russians there. Interestingly enough. Like, am I wrong for thinking that this is way more than 69 divisions? Like, how many men do I have? I have 50. I mean, I guess the entire British army is probably, like, right on, like, here. Okay, Hull's going to be a little bit more difficult to break through, unfortunately. But keep our tanks in this line. Because if we can, like, let's say push our way to Liverpool, cut the British in half. Seems like that's pretty good. How is this front going? Well, they did take Lille. Well, other than that, it seems pretty stable. Like, I would like to send troops into Italy, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. And I doubt Middle Africa is going to be doing too much to give us any support either. '94. Guys, move up into the north. One of you goes to this province. Just because we can. Ukraine, I understand that, you know, got a lot of pressure down there, but I'd really appreciate it if you could just kind of hold on a little bit longer. If we can take this province, that does shrink our front line down a decent amount, while also making the British front line significantly longer. Okay, I appreciate the Germans at least holding the ports, but they're not helping as much as they really need to be. Air support and air superiority? Air support's plus 2.9. Because we're in yellow right now. Do I have a... I do have a place up here I can actually send planes to. Fantastic. Now we got 3 more civilian factories. We're going to now go for our Black Monday recovery. Get rid of all the little penalties that we have at the moment. If we can get this push up here to work as well. Only 68? Because it's not registering multiple combats correctly, unfortunately. These guys should be taking a 50-50 penalty, but they just are not. Which is a real shame. What do we do for now? Well, we'll get these guys to reposition themselves. Like, we're not really close to Moscow, but we're significantly closer than I thought we would be by this point. Okay, so our smash did work. Honestly, like, sending my death stack around doesn't seem like the worst idea in the world. As soon as they're done being attacked, that is. My doom stack. Like, Britain is sending a lot of men trying to push this position. And, yeah, like 300,000 men. I've only lost 90,000 so far. Only 6.2 thousand men against the Russians, which is really just embarrassing for the Russians, I would say. Brits are still trying to attack us. Like, if I could just get the 19,000 strength, 14,000 strength, I just don't know how these numbers are getting calculated anymore. Like, they seem broken to me. Like, I just don't know why it's so high. Anyway, I gotta send you to Russia. Do any of these fronts look particularly pushable? We can at least attack you, kill you off. 44 means that you're going to be pretty weak. But nobody else seems like you're doing anything too crazy here. Like, how many men do you guys have? I mean, you have less than Germany, but Germany is fighting a two-front war. Like, we need to kill off... You're not in a faction, right? No. Okay. Oh, Russia just left the Finland border completely exposed. They didn't even try to push their way into Sweden. Seems like maybe a mistake on their part, but what do I know? Oh, they did push into this port. Okay, we need to take this port back. I mean, I knew it. I kind of knew that was going to happen eventually, but keep these two guys behind. Send you guys through. Yeah, just keep trying to keep making this work. Ukraine, we're on the same side in a war against the Russians. Stop doing terrorist attacks against me, please, and thank you. But I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode, so thanks everybody for watching my Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, you can always thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.